Hello, everyone. It's so nice to be here again. Today is an edition of BMI BS, I'm going to call it, right? Because I think Angie, so anyways, I'm Jenny Lee. This is Angie. We are the Nourish Your True Self team. I'm a social worker. Angie's a dietitian. If you're new to our videos, hello and welcome. Angie and I realized though, and it's becoming a little bit more, even I would say in social media, this idea that people are starting to question the BMI, so body mass index, and how we use it, why we use it, what's it all about. And we're here today to talk about how it's actually a whole crock of BS. Hey, would you
You're
say?
very PG-13 today.
Yeah, Friday, the sun's shining. BS it is.
Yes, it is.
So I'm gonna let Angie take this away though, because if you've seen our videos or know us, we both are experts and pros in our own fields, and definitely dismantling BMI and that language. That is Angie's game. So Angie, can you give us a few little tips around BMI and dismantling the idea of its use and why we use it and all that jazz?
Absolutely. Absolutely. I think it's really helpful to recognize that A, you can't tell someone's health on the inside by looking at them on the outside. B, BMI only takes into account height and weight. That's the only measurements that you need to be able to calculate your BMI. C, BMI was built by a white man for white men, not for a health purpose. It was just to categorize sizes in an interesting population study. And I think that very limited and racist look at it, right? And then we're just putting those numbers on all of the different cultures. That's totally inappropriate. And I want to just D, I wasn't going to go to D, and I am going to go there. 2 times in my career, we've changed what BMI means.
Right.
So it used to be that you needed to be a certain BMI to be categorized as obese. And I very distinctly remember in the year 2000, oh, we'll just switch that number to be 5 points lower. And then they're like, oh my God, it's an epidemic. Except last night it wasn't, because we changed what those numbers mean.
And really, Angie, just to clarify, those changes didn't come with any like research evidence, like we need to shift this. It really did feel a lot like we woke up the next day and to this idea that now even more people are categorized as what you'll see we do this, folks, obese, created this for no real reason.
Absolutely. The reason was to help with health, right? Because the understanding is higher BMI gives you more health risk. But when we actually look at the studies that show us those things, those aren't the outcomes of the studies. There's so many more studies showing that that's not true than there are showing us that that is true. So there's so much. I skim the top like I'm skipping stones. But if that's something people are curious about, there's a lot of really good information about that.
Yeah, and so if this has piqued your interest and you're curious about what Angie said, or I can imagine some people are like, what do you mean it's racist? These types of, or what do you mean? Like, so why are they still using it? Why is it in my doctor's office? Why are these things? If you want to know more, drop some questions in the comments. We'll do what we can to answer as many of them as we can. And also, we are available as a team. I say this is Angie's gig though. And so if you want to talk more about this and how can you debunk this idea of BMI in your life, even if it hangs over you and has power over you, I would totally recommend connecting with Angie to have further conversations about this. Those are just kind of the tip of the iceberg summaries of why the BMI is a whole lot of BS.
Yes, because changing your BMI doesn't change your health. You can actually change your health without talking about weight. Yeah. That's where we do it. That's how we do it.
Right. And we can appreciate that this might be a radically different way for folks to look at their health, their body, their movement, their food, all of these things. And so for that, we're really grateful that you check in, you chime in, you come and you share space with us, and stay curious about this radically different way of living in these meat suit vessels of ours, our bodies, in case you don't know what that means. Amazing. Well, thanks for being here, Angie. Thanks for always sharing your expertise with us. And we'll check y'all later.
Next time.